All green tomatoes are is just unripe red tomatoes, okay? So the first thing I did was wash them, of course. Then I'm just going to cut a little bit off the top. And they're nice and firm. And I'm going to cut mine anywhere from 1/3 to 1/2 inch thick, guys. However thick you like yours. This is a cookie sheet, just with a paper towel on it. I'm just going to lay them like this until I get ready to bread them. I'm just going to salt them slightly. And I'm going to keep my salt out because I'm also going to put that in the breading. And I'm going to go on and pepper mine. So the first thing we're going to put in our #1 dredging station is 1 cup of flour, just all-purpose flour. And I like to season all of my steps as I go, so I'm just putting a pinch of salt. Y'all know I just lightly salted the green tomatoes earlier, so nothing heavy, okay? All right, and then I'll just take a fork and mix that around just like that. Into this second dredging station, I'm going to put a couple of my eggs. My girls' eggs, I should say. I don't guess they're mine. Right, and buttermilk I love to use. If you don't have buttermilk in your area, you are welcome just to use some milk, okay? And I'm going to pour somewhere about 1/2 cup in there. And to that, of course, we use Louisiana hot sauce. You use whatever flavor you want. And if you don't want a little bit of spiciness, you don't have to put it. To me, it doesn't. You see what I did? Just several dashes. It doesn't make my fried green tomatoes hot at all to me. It just gives them really nice, deep flavor. All right, our third dredging station, we are going to put, you could use breadcrumbs, seasoned breadcrumbs, panko. I don't have any of that with me today, and I do all of those as well. Today I'm going to use about 3/4 cup of yellow cornmeal and about 1/2 cup of all-purpose flour. And to that, I'm going to put the Creole Seasoning that we made together. If you didn't, I'll link that video in the description box. I sure will. Maybe I'll put it at the end. And I'm going to put a teaspoon of that in here, guys. I don't know. Let me mix that up. I might put a 1/2 teaspoon. Into Creole Seasoning is onion powder, garlic powder, parsley, smoked paprika, black pepper, oregano, thyme. It's got everything and anything in it that you would season in here, right? And if you don't have that, the things I just named, you can put in here. Any or all, maybe somewhere about 3/4 teaspoon. That's what I'll put in our recipe box in the description box recipe. And my Creole Seasoning that we made together does not have any salt in it. I'm putting a little more pepper though. It does already have pepper in it. Oh, and it also has cayenne in it, that Creole. I'm going to put another little pinch of salt. And you see when I say a pinch. The first one is our flour. Just like this. Kind of shake off the excess. And this is what makes our batter, everything else stick, is that flour. So please don't skip that step. If you do, it's going to come off very easily while you're frying it, okay? And I try to keep my fingers clean, but you know, I don't do the wet fingers and the dry fingers. I just wash my hands if they get too dirty. I just go in. What about y'all? I bet y'all do the same. And again, we're going to coat him. Just going to lightly pat it on there. I don't want to squish him, although he's very firm. I'll shake off the excess, and he is ready to fry. Got my little cooking station over here now, and I'm just going to use some vegetable oil. You can use peanut oil, corn oil, whatever kind you want to use. It really is no matter. I wouldn't use one that had flavor in it though, you know, so we can just get the flavor of what we've been doing, right? Yes. And I'm just going to put about maybe 1/2 inch of oil. Y'all see that? 3/4, something like that. kind of gauge my oil to know if it's hot enough, I'll take a little piece of this breading and I'll drop it. And if it immediately begins to fry, you'll see it. Yeah, it's ready. Ready, ready. And got me some tongs. I'm going to place a few. Don't crowd your little green tomatoes, okay? They like their own space in their oil. Yes, they do. I'm going to do about 4 at a time. And I'm going to cook them a couple of minutes on each side until they're as golden brown as I like. And you do yours as golden brown as you like. These are getting beautiful brown, aren't they? Oh, I can already tell how crispy they are. Yes, I can. Just another minute or two. Let's check them out, guys. Oh, yeah. Beautiful brown on the other side, and I will start them draining. Another thing in your drain pan, do not stack them, okay? Keep them flat to themselves so they won't make each other soggy. Y'all see me zesting this lime. We are going to make a wonderful little dipping sauce for our green tomatoes. I have had corn relish with it. I have had reduced balsamic vinegar reduction sauce. I've had so many good things with fried green tomatoes. You can eat it with ketchup, mayonnaise, ketchup and mayonnaise stirred together, no matter. They're just great. So great. We're going to make this one. I also make this dipping sauce with my daddy's tuna patties. A half teaspoon to a teaspoon of lime zest. Our lime juice as well. The juice and the zest of it is what we want. You could certainly use lemon if you wanted to as well. This is spicy because it also has wasabi in it. This is a wasabi. It's a horseradish, and it's so good. Let's just put about 2 teaspoons, and this is very, very spicy, so you start less than that if you need to, okay? We're just going to put some mayonnaise. Going to put maybe possibly a half a cup there, guys. And to that, I want to put some fresh pepper if you want. And maybe the teeniest pinch of salt, like that. And here we have our dipping sauce. Serve it, guys, with just the sauce for an appetizer. And we're going to taste. Yes, we are. You see how that flour, that first dredge, helped to hold all of that batter on there, and it didn't come off in our oil. You will be so happy if you do not skip that step. Yes, you will. Okay, y'all ready? Y'all, they're still hot. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm. Mm-hmm.